What is going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. It's been a while, guys. I have been MIA from YouTube. Weather hasn't been really good for us, so I haven't been able to do much. But hey, the sun is out, and we finally get to at least get something in today, right? Today we're working on this mom mobile. We're working on this Suburban, where this one here we detail it about every 3 months. And you'd be surprised. She's a mother of three with two twins. So you can think, you can kind of vision a little bit on how this Suburban stays, right? Hey, we love kids. It's hard to keep up with our vehicles as well. But on today's project, or on today's video, we are cleaning this interior. But really, the main thing of today is we're going to be showcasing a new bug remover from Turtle Wax. So I'm very excited. I was walking at Walmart yesterday, and I was like, you know what, this kind of caught my attention. So we're definitely going to try it out, and I'm going to let you guys know my honest feedback on it. But before we do that, let's clean this Suburban. We're going to talk about some tips, some tricks that maybe could help you in your detailing business. So let me get all set up, and we'll get started with this video. So if you are getting ready to start your detailing business, one tool that I recommend that you purchase is a air compressor. The air compressor you are going to be seeing in today's video is by Rigid. This one is the Rigid 4.5 gallon 200 psi air compressor. When you are looking at a air compressor, I'm going to be very honest. The key ingredient to having the perfect air compressor, in my opinion, now that I have been doing this for a while, is we are looking for the CFMs, right? Cubic feet per minute, or whatever that means. The CFMs, right? When we're starting our business, we get so confused, we get so caught up in trying to kind of know what we're trying to buy, right? So in my opinion, when you're looking for the perfect air compressor, what you want to look for is the CFMs, right? That is the most crucial thing. The CFMs, what does that mean, Carlos? Well, that means that you can have the biggest, the baddest air compressor, but if your CFMs are not there, meaning the CFMs, in kind of how somebody told me, like, let me dummy it down for you, Carlos, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was tired of buying compressor after compressor. So the CFMs is what holds the air constantly, right? So as you're blowing, you want to keep that consistent air pressure. That way, I'm sure many of you guys have the Rigid 6 gallon, right? And when you press that trigger, it'll go like, and then now you have to wait, right? And I was getting tired of that, right? So buy once or cry once, buy once. Get you the Rigid 4.5 gallon air compressor, because the CFMs are 5.1 at 90, and that's really good. When you're using such air tools such as these, you want to have 90, you want to have 4.5 or greater on your air compressor, so you have that consistency. So get you that air compressor. I highly recommend it. It's been going solid for me for about 3 years, and I love it. And just for giggles, I'm gonna show you really quickly what I mean by the CFMs. I'm actually gonna lower the volume on this so it doesn't hurt your ears. But here's an example of why I love this air compressor, and you're gonna see that you can hold consistent airflow for a good probably minute, 2 minutes, I would say, but I won't hold it that long. But here we go. I'd say that's pretty good. When you're using an air tool, the goal is to it's sporadically. You're not sitting there, and that's how you're gonna use all of your air. Little tip for you guys is blow it sporadically, meaning just like zoom, zoom, zoom. Sorry for the noises, but that's kind of how you want to do it. It's just bursts of air. You're not gonna sit there and hold, you know, this air compressor for that long. Very rarely will I do it, but there are sometimes instances where I will. But again, it's just literally like that. Another tip. So what I'm about to say next is some people might not agree to it, but as a detailer, you want to concentrate your energy truly in areas that need your energy. And what I mean by that is the way customer pays a detail, right? For example, this backside here looks pretty clean to where I'm not gonna sit here and scrub and agitate and use all the bells and whistles because it's in really good condition. So on average, what I'll tend to do in areas like that, I'll steam clean, I'll blow it off and wipe it off, and we're good. My main concentration is gonna be in those areas where I see the need for really all that scrubbing and all of that. But yeah, these are good. But concentrate your energy truly in the areas that need your attention. One way to be, some people ask me, Carlos, how are you so quick on details? The secret to that is concentrate your areas where places you need your energy on, right? If it's clean, why even try to pull all the bells and whistles and scrub it and all of that? Because majority of the time, your products can do the work, right? So I will eliminate those types of things where if it's clean, why mess with it? I will take a look over it. I'll steam it, get it looking good, and we're gonna keep going. Some detailers hate doing interiors. If you're one of those, trust me, there's gonna come a time where you're actually gonna enjoy doing them. While I have you here, if you don't like doing interiors, why don't you like doing interiors? Let me know in the comment section. Is it the pricing? Is it just a lot of work? Is it just, of course, and I get it, some people don't like doing them, and that is totally fine. But why don't you like doing interiors? Because I'm happy because many times, I'm always talking to detailers, and some would tell me like, bro, I used to hate doing interiors, but now that I watch some of your videos and you kind of explain the process and all of that, they're like, I enjoy them now, right? One of the reasons I get people to say that they enjoy it now is because they've kind of found a process that'll help them, right? And that's all it is. Sometimes people don't have a process, and as well as pricing. If there's one thing I'm happy to say is majority of the people who kind of follow a little bit of my advice, which sometimes may not be the best advice, right? Is they follow some of my advice, and that is just master the craft, right? Master your craft so that you can tell your customer, like, look, for instance, this Suburban, my detailing starts at 300, but based on condition, size, and all of that, price does change, right? So for this Suburban today, the cost on this one is $450 for the size. It's one of my regular customers, so I tend to be very fair because they use me more than others, right? So on average, like anybody else, this one here would probably be like 500 because of the size. I'll show you all the mats. You know, there's little things that customer requires sometimes, and I don't like to upcharge for those extra services. But master the craft so that you're able to kind of have more fun, if that makes sense. I know I love doing interiors, but again, I've been doing interiors for such a long time that, you know, it's second nature to me. But let me know in the comment section why you don't like to do interiors. All right, we are pretty much done with all the plastics, leather, and all of that steam cleaning. We're now getting ready for the carpet shampooing. For the products today is we're gonna use the PNS threesome on this one. Well, actually, we're gonna do the PNS twosome. We're gonna be using Terminator and Carpet Bomber, and I'll be very honest. I'm going on, I think, on a full month. I think since I bought these from a local store halfway, and I have been using it pretty heavily. After, you know, cleaning this, it doesn't need like full extraction, so we're gonna go dry upholstery extraction method. So I like to pair it with the Max Shine bag, which, hey, if you've been looking for like a detail helper bag, this one's from Max Shine. Yes, you can get 15% off on this one. I'll post a link to this one. Just use code serranos15 and get you one. This is perfect to put your 16-ounce bottles. You can even put your this is mostly made for your polishing, but you can also put your pads on here if you wish. So definitely check it out. It comes with more pockets. I just usually tend to just keep these two, and you can also kind of put like a brush in the middle or like an air tool if you want. It's kind of how I kind of pair it. But shout out, huge shout out to I Am Detailed AF for sending me this awesome gift. And these are from the Rack Company. And I gotta say, I have really enjoyed them because they actually fit the Chief steamer very, very well. He had recently sent me a pair, but it was too small for this one, and he ended up sending me another pair. There is also a discount code that I'll be posting his website as well. I forgot it, but I think it's like also 10. I could be wrong, but I will double check that, and you will see a link in the description should you want to buy some of these microfiber steamer covers. So I actually gotta say I have enjoyed it. So if you have a cheap steamer, you want the 6x6x6. This is a 500 GSM blend or 500 GSM microfibers with a twisted pile, and the blend is 75-25 blend. But I have actually enjoyed this very, very well for this part of the kind of the extraction phase, and it does so well. Like now, I don't even have to have that other third. You know how in a video I was like, man, I wish there was a third clip here. I don't need that clip anymore because it fits pretty well. I might need to adjust this a little bit, but there you go. But it does really well, guys. It does really well for my upholstery. So we are all set up. We got our two products. We got our upholstery attachment. We're gonna stick it to our Chief steamer. We're gonna turn on our vacuum, and we're gonna get to the extraction. All right, you guys, we are to the end of the video. But before we end this video, I want to say thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope some of the conversation kind of helped you guys out as well. But before I end this video, let's take a look at the interior of this vehicle. Now, I haven't washed the exterior, so yes, you will see some dirt stuff on the door jambs or the door jambs, right? But overall, this thing turned out really well. We're now to the exterior, right? But you're gonna see on this next clip, this thing has some pretty good bugs, right? They live out in the country a little bit, so the back roads here are heavily with bugs, right? But the product we're going to be talking about today is by Turtle Wax. It's their bug and tar remover. Powerful, thick. It has a cleansing, so when I spray it, it should kind of like grab onto the metals a little bit. But I've never used this product, so we're going to go ahead and use it. So let's check it out. So it has a very, it's like a thick formula, if I can kind of be honest. This is both for bugs and tar. And I think I got it at Walmart for about less than like $6, I think. It has a, it's not like, it doesn't smell bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on the mirrors. Now, is this a product that, you know, this is more of a product to where it's good for, you know, people who wash their cars on the weekend, because of the price, right? You will go through a lot of product as a detailer, but should you be in a pinch, maybe you didn't order something, right? We're gonna see if this is something I can recommend. We're gonna give it a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds to dwell, and let's see how well it performs. All right, let's see if this product works. It's been a good couple of seconds, maybe we're about a minute of dwell time, and let's see if this is something I recommend. I'm a little confused on this product, if I can be honest. I'm getting like some beating action out of this product. So let's use a towel and as it said, blend with your towel. Okay, so without the pressure washer, pretty much you have to agitate with your towel and it does come off. But what I'm getting is I'm getting a lot of like beating action out of this. So after you remove the bugs, it's leaving some sort of like protection, because this thing is beating pretty good. Because without the with the pressure washer, this won't work properly. So you would need to get you maybe like an agitation sponge and pretty much start scrubbing them off. So for that reason, I do not like it, but it's leaving behind like some sort of protection on the bumper. I don't know if you guys can see, but for the reason that I have to wipe kind of this product in and agitate it, I'm not too excited about it. But it's literally like it feels like if you're waxing the car. And if you see, hopefully you'll see the beating. Look at the water behavior. So it leaves some sort of protection behind. I just wish it would be more of a spray, let it go, and pressure wash off the bugs. it definitely takes off the bugs. You just need to kind of you need to like blend it in a way. So you'll grab your towel and kind of blend your product into the paint, and obviously the bugs will come off, but it's kind of like a thick, it feels like if I'm waxing this car. The bugs do come off though, I will say that the bugs do come off, but I just hate scrubbing. But it does leave, like, now that I guess the point of it is like you would grab like another towel, because even if right now, like I use you can literally, the way I see this is spray, blend in or agitate, and then grab another towel and like buff off. I do like that it leaves protection behind. I do like that. So I don't know, I'll keep playing with this, but I don't know, I'm gonna keep playing with it. I'll let you guys know honestly what I think about it. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As always, God bless you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.